have that linked up in the cards and down in the comment. No. And down. Can I even word today? Seriously. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is a plan to project 2025 discussion. This video was inspired by Jessica Lee and Sofie Alexandra. I'll have both of them linked down below, as well as links to the videos that inspired me to do this one. You've potentially seen a plan to pan video before, where creators and panners discuss items that they're planning to use up in the following year, be that by numbers or be that by specific products. This video is more a discussion about the projects and the series / content that I'm planning to put up and do in 2025. So I've broken this down into 3 categories: makeup and beauty, reading and bookish content, and other. And that other section will include things like decluttering, health / weight loss journeys, those type of content. So we are going to discuss it by category today. We're going to be discussing what projects I'm considering continuing with, what projects I'm thinking about not continuing with, and I would love to hear all your thoughts and comments down below. But let's jump straight into it, and we're going to be starting by discussing my makeup and beauty content. I'm definitely going to be continuing with my Pan More with Feeling project. I'll have that linked up in the cards and down in the description. To be honest, I'll have all projects that are currently running down in the description, so go and check those out. But Pan More with Feeling is my Buffy the Vampire Slayer project. It was inspired by Jessica Lee and her Pan Interrupted Supernatural project, and though it is definitely going to be a project, a long haul project, I am really enjoying it and will be continuing with it. In line with that, I love doing the Dude You Panned My Battleship game. This was created by Elizabeth, who I'll have linked down below, and she has been playing with Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. I'll also have Paula linked down below. I have done this game twice, once with Ceylan. I'll have that video and also Ceylan linked down below, but currently I'm playing with Samantha. Obviously, I'll have Samantha linked down below, as well as up in the cards and down below a link to our current game. Things are going to be changing with that a little bit for next year, so stay tuned to my video that will be coming out in December specifically on that topic. But I do want to at some point continue with the Dude You Panned My Battleship game and video content. So those are the 2 main projects that I do want to continue having on my channel and continue participating in. And I do have a number of ones that I'm on the fence about. I've been doing them for a while, or I've done them a couple years in a row, and I do enjoy them, but I'm just not sure if I want to continue, especially because one of the issues I'm finding is I overcommit myself to too many projects. And though I have been endeavoring to wear makeup every working day, that doesn't always happen, and I do tend to have very slow progress, especially if I am spreading the love over too many products and too many projects. So the projects that I'm a bit on the fence about is Pan That Palette. I did do that this year. Well, I started it this year. Otherwise, I hadn't done it for a few years before that, and I'm considering maybe not continuing with it at this time. Pan That Palette was created by Amber F, and obviously I'll have her linked down below as well. I'm also a bit in the same boat with pan those eyeshadows. However, in saying that, I did really enjoy starting to use Laney's prompts, and the pan those eyeshadows videos do tend to be the most watched on my channel. So that one is one I'm probably leaning more towards continuing, maybe more so in that kind of altered state that I was trialing for this year, where I only pan 4 eyeshadows as part of the pan those eyeshadows section, and then I have like a monthly focus palette where I just try to get some use out of all my other palettes. I was enjoying that structure, though I did fail miserably this year. Pan those eyeshadows was originally created by Alexy, who I'll have linked down below, as well as Laney, who has created the prompts that I've been using in 2024. Then we have 2 projects that are both created by Emily from Emilynmax, and that is Deck of Panning and the Graveyard Project Pan. I had been doing the Graveyard Project Pan for quite a number of years, but this year I was planning to do it, but as you already know, I fell off the YouTube and panning wagon, and I just did not get around to it. It generally is a good short-term project in the middle of the year, but I'm hesitant to continue doing it at this time, as I kind of want to open myself up and open space up for other videos and other projects that I might want to jump on mid-year. The same kind of goes for Deck of Panning. I really enjoy that project, especially utilizing the cards and prompts. As I've said before, I'm a big fan of the prompt-based projects, but I'm also not wanting to overload myself with too many projects, especially considering I'm kind of aiming to put up 1 video a week, maybe 2, but really if I can do 1 video a week, I'm going to be happy. And those videos aren't always going to be makeup content. So I kind of worry that if I have too many projects operating, I'm going to end up missing out on other content I would like to be doing, or I'm going to end up falling off the wagon again because I've overloaded myself with too many projects. I guess in line with that, that is why I'm actually considering doing a traditional project 10 pan. That is a project I've never done before, but you just work on 10 items until they're finished up, and then you roll in new items. It is very much a project about using products up, and I was considering that if I do it, I would spread it out over the category, so I really would only have 1 product per category in the project, and it would really just be a rotating use up project. So I am considering bringing that one in instead of some of the others. Otherwise, that's where I'm kind of looking with my makeup projects, and then moving on to my reading projects. I've made the decision to stop doing the hashtag pan your TBR bookshelf. This project was created by Amy, who I'll have linked down below, and I really am not getting much traction in it. The project itself is about reading books that you have on your physical bookshelf, and the concept is really good, but for me it is just not really happening. I have quite a lot of books on my TBR bookshelf, and I have a tendency to keep adding more, and I'm not really seeing much traction in this project, so I think I'm going to stop it now and try different projects and different ways to get momentum on my TBR list. I guess that also moves into my Colour Me Reading project that I created with Samantha. I really do enjoy reading books that are set to certain colours. However, we have been doing it for quite a number of years now, and we've changed it up a bit and we're doing it different ways, but I'm not sure if this is something that fits currently within my reading journey. This year we did drop it down to only 12 colors, so technically that equals out to be one book a month to get through all the colors. And I think that is definitely a better way to do it if I was going to continue with it. But I'm just not sure if there's much interest in it and if it is something that I want to be continuing at this time, or if I want to have a break and then potentially bring it back in 2026. In relation to my reading goals and challenges, I'm definitely interested to hear what you think down in the comments, because I do want to start bringing in more bookish content. And I guess I have been a bit inspired by Emily with her channel MacInnis Mama, which is her bookish content channel. I'll also have that linked down below. So I am considering bringing in a monthly TBR, I guess that kind of chaos video similar to what Emily has been doing, maybe not in the same way, but a bit more of a TBR list, which is picking randomly out of numbers or jars or something like that, to really shake up the books that I'm reading. But I guess in line with that, though I'm considering bringing in something like that, I'm also really wanting to continue with my advent calendar book edition project. The project is originally a makeup project created by Hèléne, who I have linked down below, but I decided to do it as a book project instead, and I have really enjoyed it, though I haven't got very far this year into it. I would consider next year maybe cutting it down to only 12 books, so a 12 days of Christmas style advent calendar, and incorporating them more so into my monthly TBR challenge rather than having it as a project on its own. Definitely I'm a little unsure and on the fence when it comes to reading challenges and reading content or bookish content, so please let me know anything that you're interested in seeing me participate in down in the comments. And finally, we've come to my other content. I'm definitely wanting to continue with my project 333. I know it has been a few months since my last video, though I have slightly tried to continue with the actual project in my outside life. I definitely want to jump back into filming it and putting that content up on my channel. I do have my next addition to that series coming up in early December. But that is definitely a series I would like to continue with. It is a quarterly video and it is all about your wardrobe. And technically the concept is 33 items for 3 months, though I am not great at the 33 items, so I do have a little bit more in my closet, but it really is about actually looking at what you're using every 3 months and I guess decluttering and curating your closet in accordance to that. So that project is definitely something I'm going to be continuing with. I also would like to continue with my Trash Talk series, which is my empties and low buy. Though at this point, I'm not sure if I'll do them videos monthly or if I'll do them bi-monthly or quarterly. Please let me know your thoughts on how often I should be doing those videos. But I definitely need to continue with a low/no buy of some type for my makeup collection. To be honest, I also probably need to start something like that for my book collection, but that is a different story for a different day. So that is something I definitely want to continue with, and I like to incorporate my empties into that because it really is that little bit of a celebration once you manage to use up a decent chunk of product. I'm also considering starting up a series on my health/weight loss journey. I have slightly done that before in the past, but with most things I fell off the wagon. So I'm not really sure if that's something I want to bring in again, but please let me know down in the comments if something you'd like to see on my channel, or if that's something you're more interested in me just having on my Instagram. I think talking about Instagram, I'm also considering bringing in I guess like a daily happiness / gratitude type post, something like a 365 days of happiness. Please let me know if you're interested in seeing that as well. So that's my current thought pattern on where I'm planning to go in 2025 with my projects and content. I think content-wise, in line with that, I am also considering doing the May Mask Challenge and also videos on my inventories. So makeup, beauty, nail polish, potentially a book inventory if that is something you would like to see. So I definitely have lots of ideas and thoughts for my channel going forward, but I also want to make sure that whatever I decide to do, it is sustainable and I can keep up with the momentum, because once I stumble or things start to fall behind slightly, that's when I kind of lose all momentum and stuff just goes to the roadside. So I definitely want to make sure that whatever I do, it is sustainable. But that's all I've got for today. So I'm Verity. This was my plan to project 2025, and now to the outro.